The night was cruel that winter, one of those nights where the wind sliced through every layer of clothing, where the city felt cold not just in temperature, but in spirit. The snow had been falling all day, coating the streets in a quiet, endless white. In the back alley of a closed diner, a young woman sat against a wall with her arms wrapped tightly around a small, whimpering baby. The child's thin blanket was soaked through, and the woman, no older than 25, was shivering so violently that her teeth clattered like glass. Her name was Hannah. Just 2 months ago, she had a job, a home, and a husband who promised to protect her. But life had a way of breaking even the strongest souls. Her husband's accident, the hospital bills, the eviction, it had all fallen apart so fast that Hannah barely had time to understand how she ended up here, broke, hungry, and holding her baby under a flickering streetlight. She whispered softly to her child, "Just hold on, sweetie, mommy's here." But the baby's cries grew weaker. Her lips were turning blue. Panic spread through Hannah's chest. She pressed the infant closer to her body, trying to warm her with her own fading strength. The snow didn't stop. Meanwhile, across town, Daniel Reeve, a successful CEO of Reeve Industries, was driving home with his 8-year-old daughter, Emma. Daniel was known for being one of the youngest self-made CEOs in the city, a man of precision, discipline, and quiet intensity. But beneath his tailored coat and serious face was a heart softened by his daughter, his only family after his wife passed away when Emma was just 3. As their sleek black SUV rolled through the snowy streets, Emma's voice broke the silence. "Daddy, can we stop for hot cocoa?" Daniel smiled faintly. "It's late, pumpkin. Let's get home first." But as the car turned down a side street, Emma suddenly gasped, pressing her tiny hand against the window. "Daddy, look, that lady, and her baby. She's sitting in the snow." Daniel slowed the car. His eyes followed Emma's gaze, and what he saw made his heart twist. A young woman, barely conscious, was huddled in the corner of the alley, her arms around a baby who looked far too still. "Daddy, her baby's freezing," Emma cried. Without another word, Daniel slammed on the brakes. He jumped out, the cold biting his face instantly. Snow crunched beneath his shoes as he ran toward the woman. "Miss, hey, are you all right?" Hannah barely opened her eyes. "Please, help, she's so cold." Daniel took off his coat in one swift motion, wrapping it around the baby and the mother. His instincts overpowered everything, business, logic, the late hour, none of it mattered. He gently lifted the baby, feeling how dangerously cold she was. "Emma, open the back door and turn up the heat." The little girl did as she was told, her eyes wide with concern. Daniel looked at the trembling woman. "You're coming with us." "No, please," Hannah tried to protest weakly. I can't pay you." "Money isn't what matters right now," Daniel said firmly. "You and your baby need warmth." He carried the baby and helped Hannah into the car. Emma scooted close, covering the infant with her own pink blanket. "It's okay, baby," Emma whispered. "You're safe now." At Daniel's luxurious home, a wide, warm mansion glowing with soft lights, the staff rushed to help. Blankets, hot water, soup, everything appeared in minutes. Hannah sat near the fireplace, holding her now sleeping baby. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered, "Thank you, I thought I was going to lose her tonight." Daniel knelt beside her. "You're safe here. Don't worry about anything." Emma sat cross-legged near the baby, her eyes full of innocent wonder. "She's really cute, Daddy. What's her name?" Hannah smiled weakly. "Grace. Her name is Grace." Emma beamed. "That's a pretty name." For the first time in days, Hannah smiled, a fragile, trembling smile that carried both pain and gratitude. The following days passed in quiet transformation. Daniel arranged a doctor's visit for the baby, who thankfully recovered fully. He offered Hannah a guest room, warm clothes, and meals, though she was shy and hesitant to accept at first. "I'll leave once I find work," she insisted softly. "There's no rush," Daniel replied. "Focus on getting back on your feet." Emma quickly grew attached to Grace, always insisting on helping feed or play with her. The house, once silent since Daniel's wife's passing, began to fill with laughter again. One evening, as Hannah prepared dinner to thank them, Daniel watched from the doorway. She looked different, her hair brushed, her cheeks glowing from the warmth of the kitchen. He hadn't realized how much he missed this, the sound of family. A week later, Hannah nervously approached Daniel's office inside the house. "I wanted to thank you for everything." I'll start looking for a job tomorrow. Daniel nodded but hesitated before speaking. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that. She looked up, surprised. I run a foundation for single parents through my company, he said. We provide training and job opportunities. You'd be a perfect candidate, if you're willing. Her lips trembled. You'd really do that, for me? You've already done something for me, he said softly. You reminded me what real courage looks like. Tears welled in her eyes. I don't know how to thank you. You already have, he said, glancing at Emma and Grace playing together in the next room. You brought warmth back into this home.